Hello people, I am Jaby Koay, joined by ERIKA CORTES. And we're gonna look at SHAH RUKH Khan's personal invitation to Dubai. Hashtag be my guest, visit Dubai. It would be amazing if this was like a Disney musical interlude, but it's not, I know. You don't know this, but SHAH RUKH Khan is one of the, I got corrected hard in the comments for saying, he's one of the biggest actors in India. People went to the comments and like, he's one of the biggest actors in the world. What's wrong with you, Jaby? Haven't you been doing this long enough? He is one of the biggest actors in the world, but Especially big in India,
like
yeah.
The Brad Pitt of India?
I suppose. George Clooney is a better comparison. I was gonna say, this is a bad reference, but I was gonna say Richard Gere, because he's like a heartthrob in India. Anyway, huge. He's worth $750 million or something crazy like that. And this is a travel video from what I understand. So let's check this out.
I already like the beginning. Come with me.
This is my Dubai. Come with me.
That's a dope jacket.
He has really nice hair.
Everyone is ready?
Oh, they don't know he's on the plane.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine? Oh my god.
Coolest
Like if
thing
you were in the
ever.
plane and then Tom Cruise just came on the plane.
I would not. Well, Tom Cruise, I don't know.
He's
He's
going
so
like
excited.
this. He was pretending to be a bashful as well. How did they get the camera on her? How did they get the camera on her and she didn't know?
I have no idea, but I like it.
Hey, that's a dope suit.
He looks really good.
This is awesome. I love that he's doing this. God, like if I had SHAH RUKH Khan's fame, I would do the same exact thing, just to amuse myself. Just show
Just
up
mess
random.
with people?
Yeah, just
I
show
would
up
do the
randomly.
same. Yeah. I feel like that's the funnest part about being famous.
And there's a lot of people who don't enjoy fame, but it's like it seems like he gets a
You can
kick out
have
of
fun.
this.
Yeah, you can have fun with it. Oh my god, they're gonna go crazy.
Hi everyone.
Damn.
Oh, she got so excited.
Hey. That's awesome.
This is my Dubai. Be my guest.
He's got the jacket with the thumb hole.
I love that. I loved it.
It's just kind of, what are the odds that you're gonna run into SRK in Dubai? It's like less than 1%. Can you imagine if you just happen to be on this Dubai trip you've been planning for ages and you're having food and you're like, all right, well this has been fun so far. Oh my God! Can you imagine that level of response? Like you have no control over yourself.
It was so lighthearted. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome.
What I like the most is usually when I see anything regarding Dubai is very glamorous, and this was still glamorous, but it was very much about normal people living their lives and doing fun things.
Right. I wonder if, because SHAH RUKH Khan, like there's a lot of Bollywood celebrities, Indian celebrities in general, who are like huge in India, and they haven't like transitioned over to doing American stuff. Like some of the females like Priyanka Chopra and Deepika Padukone have come over here, but not the male actors so much, except for one or two of them. The reason I'm asking that, I'm posing this, is I wonder if some of them deliberately isolate themselves from the States so they have somewhere to go that's, you know, that's a fun place to go, and they're not necessarily recognized unless they go to a densely populated Indian area in the States. They're less likely to be recognized.
I mean, that's what American actors do too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. But like, if Shah Rukh Khan were to walk down my street, it's less than 1% of people would recognize him. You know what I'm
not
saying?
gonna lie,
Yeah.
they're gonna hate. I didn't know.
No, that's fine. Then no one's gonna hate you for that. If he were to walk down the streets of San Francisco, a lot more people would recognize Shah Rukh Khan. There's a lot of Indians over there, especially Fresno. Maybe Long Beach, California. A lot of people would recognize SRK out there, but not over here in Sherman Oaks. Yeah, so I just wondered about that for a second. And I guess in Dubai, there's a lot of Bollywood fans out there who are obviously familiar with him. That's so hilarious. Like
That was awesome. I feel like that's the only reason why I would ever want to be famous, is to mess around with people and make them happy.
Just to prank people, you know? Just
yeah,
to
but
punk
in like
them.
a really good-hearted way, you know?
Right.
It's cute.
When I'm in India, there are people who run up to me who recognize me, recognize Achara as well. But like, I don't know.
That's so cool.
The thing is, I don't know when I'm in an environment where a lot of people know who I am. So I couldn't pull this off. I couldn't just walk up and sneak up on people, because then they'd be like, oh my God, and then like smack me, because they literally have no idea who I am, right?
Yeah.
And so it would have to be sort of coordinated. Like, if I'm meeting up with someone who knows that there are people in this group that know who Jaby is, and then I can like sneak in and be like, what's going on? Here's your food.
I think you should totally organize that.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. And
That would make you really happy.
it would make me happy. Hidden cameras and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know.
Bucket list situation.
Yeah, totally. Dubai is not somewhere I have been to. I've been to Abu Dhabi as a layover in going to India twice. And the airport was nice. It was quite nice. It was lovely. I've been to Chicago as well. I was at the Chicago airport as a layover to going to England.
Why mention that?
I don't know. I just never been there. Like Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Dubai and Abu Dhabi are pretty close together. That's why I mentioned it. I would love to go. So Achara spent time in these areas. I haven't.
I've been dying to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
It's like a Middle East Vegas.
Yeah, but just like fancier.
Yeah.
Far
more.
way more elegant, I feel like.
Yes. I mean,
people just go to get really wasted.
The thing about Dubai is it feels more authentic, whereas Vegas is clearly. If I'm gonna commit to skydiving, I need to like go the full 9 yards and learn how to do it by myself, because I feel like there's just a certain level of not quite as thrilling if someone's on your back.
You do know you have to do a couple of drops with someone on your back to be able to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would do that.
this multiple times?
I would do it as many times as possible until I can do it without someone there. But I'd still want to parachute I'd still want to skydive with somebody else alongside in case in case plates come out of my parachute instead of a parachute.
I don't know, man.
I watched too many Looney Tunes cartoons as a kid. But like, you know, your first parachute doesn't work, the false one doesn't work, you got someone else there to catch you like Mission Impossible 6, fall out, and then like they pull their parachute and plates come out, and then you're dead. You're both dead.
You've thought about this a lot, huh?
Yeah. You said you grew up in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I lived in Spain for a little bit when I was really young, and then I lived in Puerto Rico for most of my youth, and then I moved to California.
Okay, and what are the beaches like?
Oh, they're beautiful. You know Pirates of the Caribbean?
Mm-hmm.
You know the little island that Captain Jack Sparrow gets like shunned to, where he like burns all the alcohol, the
That's
rum?
Puerto Rico?
That's a little island outside of Puerto Rico.
Wow.
That's called Culebra.
Okay.
So they're majestic.
Did that remind you of home at all? Like, there's some beautiful beaches here. Like, that's the thing that struck my eye. Whenever, because I haven't been around a lot of clear beaches in my life. I went to Australia and Hawaii, but I didn't really.
I've been dying to go to Australia too.
I didn't spend a lot of time at the beach in Hawaii because the people I was with kept like pulling me to stuff I didn't want. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. In Australia, I was literally in clear waters, and it was like, it's like my brain.
It's magical. Right?
Yeah, when you grow up in California where the waters are polluted.
I don't know how people get this like perception of California being such a like beachy like state.
Yeah, I don't go to the beach here.
Because
it's gross.
It's really cold. Yeah. And the water, you should just not go in it.
No, it's awful. But like.
But it's pretty to look at.
If you're not up at the thing about it is like the water is murky here. It's like gross, right? But you go to Dubai, I guess, in Australia, like the water's clear and you can see your feet and you can see the fish going around your legs. Like
it's paradise.
That's a trip. Just don't mistake it for being a pool like I did. Because my brain is associated like clear water with a pool.
Yeah.
So I'm
open your eyes or something?
Well, not that. It's that I automatically assume that there are borders.
Oh no.
To swim to, and then there aren't. And I'm like, oh Christ, I'm in the middle of like there's no one, there's no walls, and there's no one. And I don't know if I've got the energy to swim back to sand now because I've exhausted myself swimming out this far. I'm gonna drown.
Yeah, and people always underestimate how hard it is to swim from one spot to the other in the ocean.
Yeah, and so I will not make that mistake if I go to Dubai with Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan will save me anyway. So.
Do you think that was real? This little section?
I think all of it was real. I think, because that...
It was too authentic.
It was too...
Like, her face was like...
I'm just wondering how they got the camera on her without her noticing, because that... I mean, this isn't shot on an iPhone. This is shot on a nicer camera than that. How did she know?
Maybe it was like a super zoom in lens.
You know what it must have been? It must have been that they hired her to do the running, and she thought that's all they were doing. And she's like, okay, cool, yeah, this is part of a travel video, blah, 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 blah. And then suddenly Shah Rukh Khan shows up, she's like, oh my God, and she didn't know that he was gonna interrupt the scene for her. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, they have to get clearances for all these faces that appear on camera, right? That's my guess. But in any case,
that's awesome.
Definitely makes me wanna go to Dubai. And moreover, it definitely makes me want to go to Dubai with Shah Rukh Khan. So, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please check out ERIKA CORTES on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that Jennifer Sun bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ERIKA CORTES.
Peace out.